Hey everyone, I'm RiggyRob and welcome back to my first playthrough of God of War on PlayStation 4. Last time we travelled to the realm of Alfheim and we had a bit of a tough time against these Dark Elves. We're not sure if the Dark Elves are necessarily the bad guys and the Light Elves are the good guys. And we actually accidentally left Atreus all on his lonesome while we headed into the light and heard the voice of Faye. And yeah, Atreus is a little bit moody with us right now. And he's actually even talking to us in the boat. So I figured I needed to pause the game and actually get to this point and then start the stream. So let's have a little look around around the rest of the lake around Alfheim and see what Atreus has got to say for us.
You know.
Oh, she was not there.
Not like you would even care.
See, I thought this would be something like this.
Mind your tongue, boy! Until our journey is over, one of us must remain focused. Do not mistake my silence for lack of grief. Mourn how you wish. Leave me to my own.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
No. Why would you? You do not know my ways. I know it has not been easy.
Okay. I had a feeling something important was going to happen, and clearly the zoom in.
If that is of some comfort to you.
That's good to know. Really. So.
Yeah, I
should
didn't
we go back
abandon
to
you on
Midgard?
it.
Face the Black Breath? Or do you think there's more to see in this realm?
There is definitely more to see in this realm, hence why there's this item here. But I don't even know how I'm actually going to hit it. Oh, unless I get from a higher vantage point and then do it. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, this was one of the locations I found at the end last time.
Enough. Stories are for the boat. We must focus.
Stories are for the boat. Hey, we figured that the game needed some moments where you talk to each other, but obviously don't do it while you're not in the boat. Okay, well. Let's see. Should be able to reach it from here, right? There we go. I assume that's something worth getting now. So let's go ahead and go back into the boat. We also got a couple of new abilities. So we got the light arrows now for Atreus. We've also got a runic summon as well. What was this? What did we get? Oh, just more Aya's gold? Oh, okay. I haven't really found a use for Aya's gold
Sindri
yet.
said Mother was a warrior. Was she
Yes.
in a war too?
Stories are for the boat boy.
We'll finish that later.
We will indeed. Okay, so I can see some nightmares already. Ooh, nice. Cool. Alrighty. Any more nightmares? Any more nightmares? No? Bestiary updated. Gloom nightmare. These nightmares can blind us for a little bit, just when I thought nightmares couldn't get anywhere. Okay, well, we didn't actually have that happen to us, but hey-ho. Alright, so we've got a torch here. Got a big opening here, but nothing to look towards. Very nice and blue and bright, but that's fine. But we also got these things here. So we couldn't even have done this before if we didn't have the light arrows. Okay. And then we'll do this. And then this. So it opens up a realm tear. Is it a fight? Looks like it's a fight. Ooh! Hello! How many of you are there? There's quite a lot. Okay. Right. I was going to say, I want to kind of... Oh! Of course, I've got the ability to revive. Nice. Good, good, good. Okay. Damn it. Missed it in time. There we go. So I died very quickly again. Okay, but they're level 4. That's not too out of our level range right now. I just kind of got overwhelmed and, you know, I'm a bit rusty in the combat thing, so I needed to get, like, back into the groove of things. So we'll try that again, though. Are they... Oh, they're back as well. Okay, well...
Good. Keep it up.
Alright, so that dealt with now. Alright, let's try that again. A little bit better this time. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay. Open the realm tear. Get ready. I won! Yeah. Oh, they come out swinging. Okay. Do a slam. Critical summon. There's the wolf. And he's stunned. Grab him. This one. Oh wow, look at all those effects applied.
I think you got him.
I did. Okay.
How was that?
Does that mean we did it? Alright. Cool. Pure Essence of Realms. Highly concentrated energy from the space between realms used to upgrade a powerful talisman may be found in Realm Tears. And Dust of Realms. Okay. And we close the Realm Tear. Good. Alright. Did I lose that health before the fight, or... Oh, I guess it didn't really matter. Alright, well that's one part of this side area done. Hello?
Need more time.
I do like the precision throw effect now. And also, Atreus' arrows are doing way more damage than he used to. I'm very grateful for that. Alright. Where to? Left or right? Let's go left. We'll see where it ends up going. Oh, hello, that's a worm. Woo! Yeah. It's a hidden chamber. Okay. So again... Oh, hello. Done and destroyed. Okay. Wasn't expecting to be stuck upon, but anyway. So another hidden chamber.
Need something to get
Can't
through
open it
this
yet. Yeah, we need a key of some kind. Then there's one area there with a chest, so I imagine this goes up onto a high level. But we'll need to throw the axe at an angle. Ooh. Can I even cross this? Okay, yes. Clear the path then... That angle's not really that good. Right, it's like... I need to be a little bit lower, if anything, but... There's not a crouch or anything I can do. Backing up is going to make it too high. Yeah, it definitely has to be in a smooth motion. Is there like a specific trajectory I need? I'm going like there. That's too low. How about this? The swing around is like... Get it that way. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there's definite curve to it that you need to get right. Got it. More hex over. I assume there would be some more things we can buy from Sindri's shop when we eventually head back. I guess we'll find out. What's over here? Something good. Hey, finally a different heavy runic attack. So, hold L1 and R2. 3 powerful slam attacks that launch enemies and send them flying. A lot more damage compared to Ivali's Anvil. So that's more useful for the frost. This is more useful for the damage. I mean... Yeah, you know what? I think what I'll do is I will equip Frost Giant's Frenzy. And then what I'll do is I'll upgrade one of these. So we can do this. To get 3 Frost Waves. So now, I should be able to go... 1... Oh, I have to charge it, don't I? Okay, fair enough. Well, wait another 30 seconds for that to happen. So, nothing there. Cool. Alright, so this side area, I think, is done for now. Back to the boat. And we'll have Atreus continue his story about Sindri. Assuming he's so obliging. Story boy? No? No story?
Sindri said
See, this would be... There we
mother
go.
was a warrior. Was she in a war too?
Of a sort. Her family was decimated by hostile rivals, and she alone survived. She walked the warrior's path, but her war was to live on. To brave an unforgiving world alone.
And that's why she asked Sindri and Brock to make her the axe?
She had the strength to wield such a weapon, and the wisdom to use it for good. She found purpose in protecting the weak.
So, she'd help out the elves?
No.
We don't know the elves are good yet. So. Alright, so. Hello. Ooh, just about managed to get it out. What? Projectile? Oh, there's projectile. I was wondering why it was pointing behind me. Do 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 do. Alright. I assume that's all of them done. Okay, so the angle we want is like... No, I guess I need to be above. Because I can't go from the other side. Okay, that's fine. So the angle we want is on the bridge, I guess? Oh, there's 3 of them actually, yeah. Okay, so... Can I jump across this gap? Yes, I can. So this is a gate that's going to get opened by the lever we're going to pull in a minute. Yeah. So I assume it loops back around. Is that the right way? Oh, it's just a door open. No, okay. Right. Friend boy! That's a burn. One. Hello. Done. Kick him in the guts and then slam his face on the ground. Ah, that's gonna be... I imagine that door's not gonna open, so I have to get on the other side of it some other means. Unless... Does that work? No, I didn't think it would. Okay. But there is a realm tear on the other side. So, okay. So that opens the gate where we just came in from. This leads to a new area.
Huh?
What? What's up? What's up, boy? Ah, gongs. But there's no symbols on them. Interesting. I guess I can't open this now. Yeah, it's locked. No symbol. Ah, we have to find out which ones make the sound. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. Okay, so that one. That one. See what? Where are you? What are we seeing? What are we seeing? You know, if you're gonna say something like that, you really need to point it out better than that. Anyway. That's that. And that one. And... Yes, I did get it. And we have another Radoon apple. Good. I think I've got 2 of 3 Bloodhorn mead things so far. So another one will get increased rage.
Atreus,
I think.
follow me.
Sorry, I got
But this seems like a bit of a dead end. You know, I'm curious about something actually. Can you increase your game camera sensitivity. Horizontal, I guess this? How's that? Seems a bit better. Oh, no, no, no. It has to be increased while aiming, I guess. Turn that back down to 5. Yeah. That. Yeah, that seems way smoother. Good, okay. Alright, that should come in handy for multiple fights when having to aim between different things. It's actually, that would actually make these puzzles easier, because you can switch between gong, gong, gong much quicker. Alright, you have to be a bit more precise with it, but the speed is much more of a benefit, I would assume. I'm just going to test this again, so it doesn't move, right? Yeah. So you would have to be on the other side to be able to hit that. I'm wondering whether I've made the sensitivity too fast now. I suppose I'll get used to it. Okay, so that's opened that. Is there a climbable wall somewhere? No? Okay. That is definitely angled down. What else is around here? That bridge is up where that tree is? That tree leads to that there. I don't see an angle I can do to actually hit these 3 things here. Definitely has to be like a part of the same swing. So, no, I don't think we can do that yet. But I'm just going to go back to double check. Because I didn't see a different path, but... For this... Ah. There is a little gap. Oh, that's just in shadow. Never mind. Thought I saw a gap. Never mind. And this leads back to the gongs, but only the gongs. Because Atreus did say, hey, look over here for something. Just wondering if you can climb the roof somehow. Suppose not. That one's broken. Yeah. Alright, well, I think this is about the limits of what we can do so far. Right, what are you pointing towards? I think this is something. Are you talking about the flowers? Or are you talking about the shrine? I wonder if he would actually continue talking about the shrine once it's already been unlocked. Yeah, he's definitely looking towards that, but we've opened it, so... Alright, we'll leave it be. Yep, just wanted to clear out those 2 little side areas. And we didn't get anything too amazing. We got an Adune apple, which is definitely worth it. But... nothing outstanding. That's fine. That's kind of why they give you these little side areas, is to gradually improve your character. Like, if I had just left Alfheim entirely and just skipped these areas, I would have been kicking myself, be like, oh, there's an Adune apple around here. Also, so that's the other side of the thing we were just on, because that's the realm tear that we can see.
You ever know anyone else who heard voices?
I knew desperate men at sea who, when our supplies ran dry, would quench their thirst by drinking seawater. They swore the sirens, evil creatures singing to them from nearby islands, were in fact their wives and daughters calling them home. They endangered the crew, steering us toward the reefs.
How did you fix them?
We threw them overboard.
Oh. Well, good thing I didn't drink any seawater.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it is.
There's an important lesson. Don't drink seawater. There's a guard there as well. Also, I'm seeing like the statues of light now. There's nowhere to dot. Oh, we're on the other side. Oh, okay. So that's the chest that we just opened. Okay, so we're on the other side of that. At least Kratos has opened up a little bit to be telling Atreus a story about people being thrown overboard after they thought sirens were talking to them as their wives and daughters. You know, it's a funny anecdote, and it's also an important life lesson, which is good. Okay, so this is where we got the permanent upgrade. So Sindri's shop is on the right. Go ahead and dock the boat.
I see you've been busy.
Yes, we are.
How observant.
I am known for my attention to detail. You boys look like you're gearing up for quite the journey.
Maybe.
There's an abandoned temple
course.
in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal storeroom. Packed it with all sorts of treasures he collected during his travels throughout the realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the whetstone.
Does this story have a point?
Yes, it does. I just happen to have an entry stone to Fafnir's storeroom. You
Oh,
might
thank
find
you for giving
something
that to
useful
us.
in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well,
Oh, you want the
it sure
whetstone?
would be nice of you to bring it to me.
Yeah, but what's in it for us? Alright, anything else?
I'd advise
Oh, I can track
caution
that
if
favor.
you're heading to the storeroom. Last I
Yeah.
was there, all manner of nastiness had taken up residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all of his stuff?
Oh,
Is he dead?
No, not at all. He's dead. I think.
Yep,
Oh,
thought so.
sorry.
No need to be sorry. These things happen when one travels from realm to realm, collecting priceless artifacts that don't belong to you.
I guess it does.
What
Alright,
speaks to you?
let's see what we can do. You have some lost items. These are items that you left behind on the battlefield. Press right to select the lost items menu. How did I leave this on the battlefield? Did I kill an enemy and not pick it up? Okay. Fine. We can upgrade stuff we've got. Oh no, we're not actually wearing that. Although it is a fair bit better defensively than what we're wearing. And it does mean we get a slot increase. A socket increase. Let's see what else we can do. So, Golden Talisman of Protection. Yeah, I'm having this open for a time being, but it's not too much of a boost defensively. We'll save that for now. The Axe Pommel can't do anything with the Grip of Volander. That would be okay overall, I guess. Got Waist Armor. Again, that would give us a little bit of a boost. Again, that would be much more of a defensive boost. Python Axe, nothing can be done there.
How about
And
you,
nothing on
young
the
one?
Talon Bow. Okay. Oh, the Resurrection stuff. We don't have anything for the Pauldrons of the Ancients because we don't have enough ancient stuff.
And
what
we're
about
back to you.
this?
What a surprise.
No, it's not worth it. Nah. Right.
Master
Tracer's
Trace.
armor though.
How may I serve?
So, is there a downside to doing this? Like, do I not already have this?
Something else for you then?
Alright, let's go ahead and do the defensive stuff, which was... Oh, it wasn't the wolfskin stuff, was it? It was this. Runic. Yeah. Let's do this.
Who knew?
We've got forearm braces. We'll equip it. And we should also have chest armor, is it? Yeah. More defense.
Good.
Taking a bit of a hit on strength, but I think having more survivability helps. Plus, now that we've got sockets, we can change that around as much. What's that? Nah, we'll save that. And since we're not using it on anything else, might as well upgrade this. Okay. Alright, so let's go
Till we
ahead
meet again, my friend.
and equip new stuff on the sockets. Now, since we're leaving Alfheim, I think we should probably increase our other stuff that we had before. So, Brilliant Mark of the Dragon, have on 1. This one, change to Perseverance. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then this one, we'll take off the Fragment Heart. So, Cunning is Rage Burst when... You have to not get too bogged down in the details of what's better overall versus what's better than what you're wearing, and like do that. Okay.
Friends?
So, I think this chest shoulder armor is kind of ugly. Like, I really don't like the yellow mustard color, but because it's better than what we've got by a fair distance, I'm not going to complain too much about looks for the time being. Right. So. We want to head this way. Oh yeah, those bodies stay where they are.
I have a confession to make.
What's your
All those
confession?
voices in my head. Well, this wasn't the first time.
Oh.
After we met Rob, his enemy warned me about something hiding in the trees. That's why she didn't want to cross.
She told you.
Huh.
Well, I could just feel what she was feeling, what she was afraid of.
It happens again. You tell me. Understand?
I promise.
I mean, he shouldn't really have hit it the first time. But then again, Kratos is hiding the fact that he's the god of war from his son, so it's not like, you know, they're in a very open and sharing mood currently. So anyway. Alright, so back to here. Yeah, so Brock's shop, not anywhere to go while we're not in Midgard, I guess. Oh, we get a cool Bifrost moment again.
But
Alright.
now,
We have the light. To Midgard.
Can we go anywhere else? I assume not. But it would be interesting. Yeah. The Bifrost. Oh, I have to be on the other side. Midgard, the center of the realms. To return to Midgard, press triangle. So we have Alfheim, Helheim, Svartalfheim, Asgard, Niflheim, Muspelheim. So we have 3 of the 4 ciphers for Muspelheim. I am assuming that the story where Odin has prevented access to the realm, the travel room will never work, means that we have to kill Odin. And that could potentially open up post-game? Because that's not the same as missing Realm Timer for Jotunheim. Back to Midgard.
it's crazy to think that all the realms exist in the same space, one on top of the other. It's like this room lets us travel without moving.
Oh, this is so cool. Just all the fancy lighting and particle effects. Return to the mountain. Well, off we go. Are we going to see the witch anytime soon again?